Okay, now I'm not in the studio today, so we're going to do this podcast style. Let's get into it. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for being here with me this morning. And let's start another day. What do you say? Now, today we're going to start off with this one from MMA Junkie. Joe Rogan says Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars for mild joke was a foolish impulse. Now, I mean, there's really not a lot to say about this because very, very simple. If you notice, all the comedians are coming out saying, "Oh, that was so bad. Oh, it was such a bad thing to do." And now Rogan's like, "Well, it's because, for a mild joke." You want to know why these people are talking like this? They're talking like this because they're afraid that somebody is going to go on stage when they say a harsh joke and slap them. Now, would someone do that to Joe Rogan? Okay, excuse me. I highly doubt that. Okay, I highly doubt that somebody would be stupid enough to go to a Joe Rogan comedy show and be like, "Oh yeah, if he says something stupid about me, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna slap him. I'm gonna slap the shit out of Joe Rogan." But then on the other side of the coin, there's also people that will say, "Well, I'll go up there and I'll slap him. I don't give a shit if it's Joe Rogan. I don't care." So there is both ways to think about it. But the reason that I wanted to bring this up is because comedians, and Whitney Cummings has come out and said the exact same thing. She's come out and she's talking about jokes and talking about people going up there. And have you ever heard Whitney Cummings? I mean, some of these people really talk shit. They really, really do. And they'll talk shit to people at their show. You see? Excuse me. So why is it that they think now, "Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad." Because they tell jokes that would get them slapped. That's why. These people aren't stupid. They know what they say. Like, especially someone like Rogan. Rogan has said on his podcast before that him and his comedian friends go hardcore. So what do you think they do when they go hardcore? They tell each other shit that if they told that to a normal person, you get slapped. You get slapped for it. Straight up. So to sit here and think that all these comedians are like trying to defend Chris Rock. I mean, yes, Chris Rock is like on, one of the top comedians ever. So of course they want to defend him because he's an amazing comedian. He's like a legend, right? But they're trying to defend him to save their own asses. Because if you've ever seen a comedy show, how many times have you seen a comedy show and the comedian will literally tell off somebody at the comedy show? Or they'll like talk shit about them, or like someone like Rob Rickle, I believe that was his name, was the old dude. Okay, that guy used to just straight up insult people. I mean, not like in a way where it would make you want to slap him, but it was still insulting. But where did this come from? Where did, not being able to handle it? Well, which, by the way, we talked about it yesterday. Was it staged? It does feel like it was staged, but for people to think, "Oh well, like, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. No, no, that's so horrible. That's horrible." Really? Is it? Stop talking shit about people then. Make better jokes. If you don't, if the only jokes that you can make as a comedian are making fun of someone, like, and then you expect not to get slapped, like, what do you think? And then, not to mention, if we're gonna use this argument, if the slap with Chris Rock, if that wasn't staged, well then he had all the right to do it. The guy was talking about his wife. So basically all these people are now saying, "Well, if you have your wife, okay, and you guys go to a comedy club, the comedian can talk shit about her, and you just, you shouldn't even want to. You shouldn't even want to try and defend her." I mean, bro, come on. So that's why people are trying to say, "Well, it's because of cancel culture." And it's like, yes, it is because of cancel culture. It's absolutely because of cancel culture. What happens with people that are fans of cancel culture? They don't want you talking about them, because a lot of us can take those jokes. If I went to a comedy club, right, and the comedian started talking about me, I'd be fine with it. I mean, I'm a big guy, so if he started saying I was fat or something, like, okay, fine. I'm not that. Whatever. Like, I know the things that are wrong with me. So if a comedian started poking fun at me, like, yeah, that's hilarious. But then let's say I was there with a woman, and then the comedian starts telling her off, like, for no fucking reason or some shit, or he makes like the alopecia joke, whatever. We're not even gonna go into that. And he makes jokes about her that are what am what's the phrase for it? I'm gonna say out of line, because a comedian should have jokes. Like, yeah, there's some comedians that they do crowd work, and what crowd work is, you look around the crowd and you fucking use them, and you say like, oh, this lady's hair. Like, you remember Dave Chappelle in Nutty Professor? Okay, that's basically it. Like the way he said, this lady's got more extensions than AT&T. You see, like something like that. And then you saw the way that the in that movie, actually, the Nutty Professor, the way that Dave Chappelle made fun of Professor Clump because he was so fat. Do you think that somebody that is a comedian should be slapped for the way they were going off on him? Because fine, the guy is fat, right? I mean, if you haven't seen the movie Nutty Professor, I'm not gonna spoil it here. The goddamn movie's like over 20 years old. Okay, but in the movie, the Nutty Professor, Eddie Murphy's character, he goes to the comedy club with Halle Berry, with yeah, no, not Halle Berry, with Jada Pickett Smith. As a matter of fact, speak of the devil. Okay, and Dave Chappelle, the comedian, starts saying, "Oh, who is sucking whose titties over here?" And then the Nutty Professor bends over, and he's like, "Oh, we got a full moon tonight. We found where they hid Jimmy Hoffa," stuff like that. Like, do you think that's okay? Yeah, it's hilarious. It's funny. But if you watch the movie, he keeps going. He keeps talking shit about him. He keeps on making fun of him even after that one joke. Like, one joke is enough. I think that's fine. I think if a comedian was to come out and then he's trying to take shots at people in the crowd, you see someone, make a joke about them, and that's it. But just like in that movie, I mean, the dude was boom, sauce, sauce, sauce. Like, he was making joke after joke after joke about Eddie Murphy's character. So, of course, if that would have happened to someone in real life that way, like, okay, like, yeah, it's funny, one joke, move on. And that's it, and really that is it. So, I don't know. I think it's hilarious to see that you now have people. These are the same people, by the way, that are talking about, oh, we have to love everybody. Oh, we have to do this and do that, and oh, but if you politically disagree with me, then oh, Trump, traitor, we have to kill Trump. Like, there's people that have said that online all the time. You see it online. Oh, we have to kill so and so. We have to hurt people. We have to punch Nazis. And what's a Nazi? Whoever doesn't agree with you politically. There's people that they advocate for violence all the time on Twitter, on Facebook. They do it all the time. And then now all of a sudden it happens in the real world, and now they're upset. That's why they're, well, no. And speaking of that, it's the comedians too, the people that are actually talking about it. Those are the type of people that they're always talking about Trump and how they want to kick his ass and how they want to beat up Don Jr. and all that bullshit, right? Those are the same kind of people. So that's why it's funny when you see, no, we can't be hitting people. We can't be doing violence. Oh, it's violent. Is it? Are you sure? I mean, because number one, it was staged. It was a good slap. It was a good play by the Oscars. I've said that already. But what it was, it kind of showed you. And that's what happened. That's why all these comedians are all freaking out. Because that slap opened people's eyes and it made them realize, hey, people will walk up on stage and they'll slap the shit out of you. They don't care who you are. And maybe, just maybe, that was just a play to get more viewers, but it did have a societal impact. It really, really did. So I'm gonna leave it on this one. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for coming to this video. I'm like I said, I'm not in the studio. We're doing just a little podcast session right here. I'm gonna leave it on this one. You have to think, comedians, the people that go on stage and they talk shit about people or they make jokes about people, right? Not all of these people are Joe Rogan. Okay? Not all of these people have MMA and they've been doing MMA for years and they grew up doing taekwondo the way that Joe Rogan did, or karate, whichever one it was. He always talks about it. But not all of them did that. Most comedians are weak individuals. They are. They're good at their job. They're good at making jokes. They're good at being a funny jester of the court. Because that's what a comedian is. A comedian is a jester of the court that is put there to entertain the king. Okay? That's what a comedian is. But now you have these people that saw Will Smith slap a comedian, and all of a sudden, what do the comedians do? They say in their head, "Oh, that could happen to me. Oh, somebody could come on stage and slap me." And then you had Tim Allen coming out saying, "Oh, if that happened to me, I would run." Really, Tim? Really, Tim Allen? Like, for you to go in on Twitter, which is basically the public forum, and say, "Oh, if somebody came on stage, I would run." I mean, come on. Come on. You can't admit that as a man. Because I'm pretty sure if somebody came at Joe Rogan, like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm pretty sure nobody is that stupid to get on Joe Rogan and try and go during a Joe Rogan show. But then again, Joe Rogan really doesn't have those kind of jokes. He's not really that kind of comedian. Joe Rogan is the type of comedian that tells actual jokes. He tells funny stories, you see. So the kind of people that are upset about this and the kind of people that are scared of this, those are the type of comedians that they do that. They do what is called crowd work. They do work the crowd. They do make fun of the people in the comedy crowd. That's their whole act. And there's a lot of people like that. You see? But what's going to happen? What's going to happen is that this is going to happen again. Somebody's going to go on stage and slap someone else or punch someone else or attack a comedian. And what are people going to say? The same thing. "Oh, no, we can't be doing that. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, dude, learn how to tell jokes better. That's all. That's the only thing you can really say to it, because you're not going to sit around and try and tell people, "Well, you shouldn't get offended." What do you mean? Everybody gets offended by everything now. So now all of a sudden you shouldn't get offended at this? Everybody gets offended at everything, so no. The comedians, well, they're above reproach. And why do you? And that's another reason. Why do you think people was that his name, Don Rickles? Hold on, let me make sure, because I don't know if it was Rob Rickles or Don Rickles. Hold on, I think I might have gotten that wrong earlier. Yeah, Don Rickles. Excuse me. Like Don Rickles, if you go and watch some of his jokes, the dude was epic. He didn't say stuff that was hurtful. He didn't say stuff like I don't think that John Rickles would have ever said an alopecia joke. Okay, well, and really, how many people really know that about Jada? I just thought she was one of those chicks that likes having her head shaved. That's all I thought when I saw her. When I have always seen her that way, I didn't know she had alopecia. You see. But someone like Don Rickles, that dude had genuine, real insults, but it had nothing to do with personal. He was just insulting people. You think that people could be able to take that now? No, because someone like Don Rickles would pick on someone that was black. He would pick on someone that was Native American. He didn't care. Don Rickles made fun of everybody. Everybody. You see? So, let's see here. Do we want to call it here? I don't know. Let's just stay on it. Let's keep going. Excuse me. Now, what do you think? Tell me in the comments. Do you think that this whole thing about slapping, do you think it comes from cancel culture? Do you think it does? Because look where cancel culture started. Originally, cancel culture started. Well, you're not supposed to talk about black people. You're not supposed to talk about women. You're not supposed to talk about special people. That's how the cancel culture started. And now cancel culture is literally anything. You can't talk about trans. You can't talk about gay. You can't talk about who else? Who else? Hispanic. You can't talk about anyone's race. You can't talk about anyone's sexual orientation. You can't do anything. And really, if you think about it, why are the movies so shit now? Because you can't talk about anybody. What's the one way that comedy shows itself? What's it? By making fun of people, by poking fun of people. You see. But was the alopecia joke, that joke too far? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so in the slightest. So like and see and look at this. You have a lot of people that defend Joe Rogan. You see, and this is what I said earlier in the show. And then there's people that they like this one from I don't know whatever moron. I'm not even gonna say his name. Joe Rogan could literally kill most people with his bare hands. I don't think he is saying that because he is afraid of getting slapped. He's it. What does that have? Just because he can, what does that mean? You think that someone's gonna be afraid of him when they're pissed off? Like these people defending Joe Rogan, dude, Joe Rogan trains, so what? Oh, I mean, do y'all not know what a fight is? Do y'all not know what an angry person is? Like what? You think that and there's this meme going around about Will Smith saying that, "Oh, well, he wouldn't have done that if it was The Rock." How do you know that? You know what? Because The Rock is a big dude, you're not going to be afraid of him or something? When people get angry, they get angry. When someone is angry and they want to do something about it, they're going to do it. What what on earth makes people think that just because someone knows, oh, Joe Rogan trains, he's done MMA and he's done a lot of karate. I better not go up there and mess with him. I better let him say whatever he wants. No, man. Like no. If someone gets mad and they want to do something about it, they'll do something about it. They will, straight up. Why would someone say, "Oh no, well that guy just talked about my wife and the thing is he's Joe Rogan and he trains. So I better be afraid of him." Oh my god. And you know who talks like that? People that have never been in a dangerous situation before. People that have never had someone angry at them because when you want to hit someone, you'll hit them. And that's the way a fight works. Two people are pissed off. They want to fight each other. They want to fight. It has nothing to do with the fact that the like one guy is an MMA fighter and the other guy is just drunk at a bar. The drunk guy doesn't give a shit, you know? He doesn't care if the other guy's an MMA fighter. He wants to hurt him for a reason. So when you have people that they'll come out and they'll defend this, like what? You're seriously trying to tell me that right now, if somebody made a joke about your wife or your girlfriend, your serious girlfriend, you're just gonna sit there and take it because he's Joe Rogan? I mean, that makes you sound like a bitch, man. That's what that makes you sound like. Because let's face facts here. How many times has Jada embarrassed Will in public? We've all seen it. We've all seen what she said about him. We all know about that August guy or whatever his name is. We all know that she cheated. So either one, it was fake and it was staged, and that's why it was staged, or two, it was real and that's why it was real. Okay? Because if it was staged, it's believable because you already know that Will Smith is emasculated from Jada and you know what she's done to him in public, so it's going to seem believable. Or two, it was real and Will Smith has been emasculated so much by Jada that he wanted to defend her honor, whatever that means. Okay? Because like I said earlier, does Chris Rock know that that she has alopecia? If he does know that, then absolutely yes, that would be a joke that's out of line. Absolutely. So you just can't go around saying no, like you can't do that. Like no, this shouldn't be done. Hey, well, know your crowd. That's literally the phrase. Know the room, or what is it? Read the room. You know, if you have some dude and he's literally sitting in the front row and he has his wife with him, why would you talk shit about his wife? Well, and really, I mean, I didn't even watch the Oscars, you know, because it's so unwatchable nowadays. Like, really, that joke, like, are you trying to tell me that that wasn't written? Did they say to Chris Rock, "Oh yeah, go up there and do 20 minutes, or go up there and do 5 minutes, or however long it was"? Because I believe it was like the intro or something. You see, but look what day it is, dude. What day? It's Wednesday. This happened last week, and we're still talking about it. And honestly, I kind of think this is gonna be like the last video I do, the last yeah, the last video I do on this, because it is kind of getting out of hand. But Hey, man. So yeah, we just hit 20 minutes. So I don't know if you think there's anything I missed. Let me know in the comments. But I don't know. I think it was funny. I think it was hilarious when I saw it. And when I saw it happen, I mean, not at the Oscars, not like on TV. When I saw it, because I saw it on social media, it looked real. It looked like he really did that. And then the way he talked to him, you've heard it. Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. That sounded real as well. So there is no telling if it was, staged. Even the only thing, like I said yesterday, is the fact that Will Smith didn't get arrested. Because if anyone like you or I and normal people, if we would have done that, we would have gotten arrested. So I don't know. I think I'm going to end it with this. I'm going to leave it open. I'm not going to say it was staged, and I'm not going to say it was real, because there's arguments against both of them. There really is. So I think in the future, maybe if something does happen, maybe like you could see it like, okay, it really was real because there was consequences, but there hasn't been any. I mean, the Academy didn't even take away um Will Smith's award. So that makes it seem fake, and he wasn't arrested, so that makes it seem fake. You see? Because like I said before, if we went up on stage and slapped someone, then we get arrested. And that's what's going to happen in real life too. Don't forget that. In real life, if this ever happens at a comedy show, like a normal comedy show, that person's getting arrested. That's assault. You see? So just the fact that Will Smith didn't get arrested, it lends to the argument that it was in fact staged. So let's see here. I think we're just going to keep on going. I mean, we're hitting 22 minutes. I like where we're going here. Let's see what we can find. Okay. And yesterday I said I wanted to talk about Amy Schumer. Now, Amy Schumer, the unfunny, horrible comedian that she is, she went after Kirsten Dunst. Let me see if I want to talk about this crap. I don't know. I'm so tired of Amy Schumer. I don't think I want to. Let's go see. Let's find something. Because, hold on. Let's see here. Malcolm Jenkins is retiring. The great guy from Philadelphia Eagles. He's retiring. There's not really anything going on. We'll see what happens. But, no, I think we're good. See, and look now. Oh, and then look at this bullshit. So now even Kimmel is coming in on this crap. Of course he is, because he has to go up there and say something. He's not here, is he? Late night TV host roasts Will Smith after Oscars slap. Oh, and look at this. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars opened the door for debate about the ability of comedians to say what they want on stage versus an audience's right to respond. See? They're afraid of it. They really are afraid of it. They're genuinely scared that they're going to go up there and say some stupid shit, and somebody's going to walk up on that stage and slap the shit out of them. They really are. They're afraid of it. But that was from the Los Angeles Times. So, okay, we're going to leave it here. Yeah, that was a good one. This is a good little show. I liked it. But this is going to be the very last show about this Will Smith crap, because yeah, we're done with it. Because, yeah, it's been 3 days or, 4 days, something. Whoa, I'm done with it. So, yeah, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for subscribing to the new channel. Thank you for liking this video. Share it with your friends. I think I'm going to end it on this thought. See, the thing about people like Joe Rogan, the kind of people that train every single day, they're not afraid of people. They don't live their lives in fear, because they have physical violence put on them every single day. So when you have someone like Joe Rogan saying, "Oh yeah, it's not okay for someone to come on stage for a mild joke." Okay, well, Joe Rogan said mild joke. So what about a joke that's really harsh? Are you trying to say it's okay for that? Because I think that talking about someone's hair loss, like I said earlier, if that Chris Rock did know that she has alopecia, which I'm pretty sure he did because all these people are friends, that's a joke that is out of line. So it's not a quote unquote mild joke. So what constitutes, going up on stage and slapping somebody? You're talking shit to someone's wife, you call her a fat cow, something, but even so, that's not funny. So that's why you even have to give it more to Don Rickles, because Rickles was so good at insulting people without making it personal. He was just insulting people. So we're gonna leave it there. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for subscribing to the new channel, and we will catch you next time.